Alright, welcome back. You're watching TV47 News tonight. And to more news, Energy and Petroleum Cabinet Secretary Charles Keter was today fined by Senate Committee on Energy $500,000 shillings for failure to honor the summons to shed light on fuel increment, or rather fuel price increments in the country in the recent past. Senators have termed his failure to appear before the committee as disrespecting and demeaning the mandate of Parliament.
Just a day after heated debate in the Senate plenary, after Minority Leader James Orengo moved a censorship motion against Energy Cabinet Secretary Charles Keter, Senate's Energy Committee has resolved to fine him 500,000 shillings for snubbing the committee again today, where he was expected to shed light on fuel hike in the country and the KPLC's status.
But I must say the committee has unanimously passed the resolution or the judgment that a fine be imposed upon the Cabinet Secretary of 500,000 shillings.
Senators resolved not to listen to the PS Energy who appeared before the committee in what they termed as disrespect to their mandate.
The fact that the minister and others like him have been very contemptuous of this house, of the House of Senate, is very clear. And clearly, I'm sure the thinking is that Senate cannot impeach us, Senate, we're not answerable to them. But what is coming out, the contempt is not just for the Senate, the contempt is for the people of this country. So that if then the executive cannot answer to the House of Parliament because that House of Parliament doesn't have mandate over their existence, where does that leave Wanjiku? And so
take note that if you fail to attend before the committee on the date and time specified in this summons, or produce the documents required by the committee may impose upon you a fine not exceeding 500,000 shillings. So he knew this. So, Mr. Chairman, I may want to associate myself with the sentiments of my sister that we are not doing this thing for ourselves. Let me finish, Mr. Chairman. We are doing this thing because we are representing the Wanjikos. So
the snubbing of the committee adding salt to the censorship debate, which was on Wednesday tackled in the Senate's plenary, with senators having no kind words to the CS.
This first component of the motion, that we censure these two cabinet ministers. And it has nothing to do with politics. It's like being summoned by the court. You receive a summons from an appropriate authority. You are summoned by the investigative agencies. It has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with religion. When Parliament summons you, and in the committee of the House, we got members of all shades. When you're summoned to appear, you have no duty. If you're a cabinet secretary that has taken the oath of office and knows his responsibilities under the Constitution and the law, your duty is to appear. And
these two cabinet secretaries did not even bother to draft a response. That's why this censure is important, so that it goes on record that these cabinet secretaries are not fit to hold public office. If it comes to a time when they are supposed to hold public office, we must put this in record. It must be that when there is contempt of Parliament, it must be contempt of the people of Kenya. It is contempt against the people of Makueni. It is contempt against the people of Tharaka-Nithi. But let's ask the question, who is going to tell the king is naked? Who?
The National Assembly had given the Energy Committee 14 days to table a report on the fuel prices. Lisbeth Mutuku, TV47, Nairobi.